The chase scene in this film is crazy. So this film was solid.
Going for it. No.
To the FM. Radio has never been better.
What is up?
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, Ryan. How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing really great. Thanks for asking.
Sorry, you just asked it so nicely. I couldn't help myself. I was like, that has got to be responded to.
That was the moment you're like, actually, I'm not okay. And you're like, we got a moment here.
Sesh,
This is turned into...
Keep it together, Sesh. Keep it.
This is turned into us, Uncle Ryan.
You slap me.
Damn it. And you're like...
I'm Sesh. Alright, it's like, okay, violence, right here. Anyway, well, we are talking about an action franchise, so it kind of makes sense. You know, you should have slapped me, Ryan. But now you lost your chance, so...
I could so picture that. That just happened all in my mind right now.
Welcome back to the movie show. I'm Sash.
My name's Ryan.
And we are continuing with our Matt Damon / Bourne franchise marathon.
The Bourne
Yes.
Ultimatum.
And we are back with the third film, The Bourne Ultimatum. There are 5 films in the series. Honestly, this is my favorite so far.
This is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much about it. You're just like, yeah.
Yeah, no, this one was very, very good.
I was just like, no, they didn't just... Did they just... Wait, I've watched this before. Oh, wait. What? And then...
No, it was. I haven't watched it before, so I was like, but it was for me. It was the best so far in the series. Obviously, I haven't watched the fourth and the fifth one. The fourth one, I'm nervous about simply because. So I don't know why, but I think this is how I think I've got it correct. But basically, Matt Damon plays Jason Bourne in all of them except the fourth one. For some odd reason, in the fourth one, they got Jeremy Renner to play. I don't know if it was scheduling conflicts. I feel like though then they should have waited for like Matt. I don't know, but we'll find that out, I suppose, when we watch the next film. But I know when watching a lot of reviews, a lot of people just like immediately they're like, I don't like the fourth one. I think it's the legacy.
So maybe it's the fourth one. Remember I said that,
I do remember.
that there's one bad one coming up.
Honestly, though, I know Ryan probably doesn't agree with me, which is fine. It's my opinion, you know. My opinion doesn't matter really.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Thank you, Ryan. I personally can honestly say I am not enjoying the Bourne franchise as much as I did, like, for example, Mission Impossible and James Bond.
Okay.
That's just my own personal opinion. I think the first and the second film, I think what I think happened was this film, they weren't planning to continue it. They didn't think it would be as big as it did or it became, and so it was kind of like a we'll see how it goes type of thing, and then based on that they made decisions that kind of so like the second film for me I really felt like they were bringing it to a close, and then but this film, the way they did this film, this film really, even though for me so the first film I enjoyed, the second film I was like, this film, they brought it back for me. So like at least they, and then maybe the fourth one goes again, and then the fifth one I'm looking forward to the fifth one because I've seen footage of the fifth one.
Oh, is it?
But like not so I don't know anything, but I've like just seen like pieces of a trailer or stuff like that. And the fifth one I am looking forward to. I think the fifth one's going to be good. Yeah.
Did you feel like they had to kind of pull this movie, unplanned together kind of thing?
They did, but they did it very well.
Yeah.
They did do it very well.
What I was going to say.
Yeah. What was crazy for me was, so this film literally starts off.
And they've stitched it.
Yes.
They've literally
as soon as the
inserted.
second film finishes, this film starts. And then on top of that, I remember last week we discussed there were 2 ending scenes for the second one.
Yeah.
The one that I watched was in the third one. So what they did was they actually did refilm it. So they didn't actually take the exact same footage. I was still like, but this is the end scene of the. But when I watched the review, what they explained was everything before that point actually took place like simultaneously with the second film, and then everything after that point was now, which I thought was very smart. I thought that was a very clever idea, and the fact that they didn't leave like 2 years later, like that was clever.
They created such depth with this film, because the last film ends off with a scene. And then that end scene is like smack bang, like just over maybe 3/4 of this movie. Yeah. So you sit there, you're like, wait, I've seen that. But wait a minute, haven't they? And then you're like, oh my word! So this was that moment over there, and this is everything that happened before. And even the beginning of the film is when he's running out of
Moscow.
Like it was just, I was just
no, it was very
and
good.
of course it seems like Mr. Greengrass has a reputation of creating like an absolutely chaos fight or car chase scene, because we had one of those where it was just like,
no, the chase scene in this film is crazy.
It is,
because they go from doing motorbikes to running on foot to being on rooftops to it's crazy. The chase scenes are crazy. The action in this film is crazy.
Can I just say, when I started watching this film, because we have like our family has like our movie like evenings. And usually we have to choose a movie that all the kids can enjoy, and it's like all got to be all like family friendly and all that stuff. And this film, no, there's not bad language in it. There's nothing hectic in it. I was like, okay, no, but look, I need to watch this. So unfortunately, we're going to have to watch this because I'm doing it for the movie show. And even my wife got into the film.
Oh, serious?
And she's not an action junkie.
Yeah.
She's just like, wait, what's happening? But why did he? I'm like, watch, kind of thing.
The other thing that I thought was crazy about bringing back that scene, which I've personally never watched before, I've never seen them use the end of a movie in the middle of the next
what
film.
I'm saying.
But then what was crazy about it was at first I was like, why are they doing this? This is dumb. But then, because she then says your real name is, what is his real, Matt Webb, no, something Webb, David Webb. And then she says your birth date. And then she's like, so do you want to talk about it? I was like, okay, they're just trying to like piece this together. But then, spoiler alerts, you then realize that the birth date that she gave him wasn't his actual birth date, but it was the code for the address of where she wanted him to go, which was insane.
I know.
The fact that they did that, I was just like, that is crazy.
That whole scene for me was... At that point in my heart, I was like, I think this is the best like movie I've ever seen in my life. Because... the way that he just no,
it was very good. And do you know that this was the only Bourne film to win an Academy Award? But I actually think it deserved it. This one was very good.
Absolutely.
So it actually won 3 Academy Awards in all the categories for which it was nominated, while the other Bourne films weren't even nominated.
Yeah.
So this one not only was nominated 3 times, but actually won all 3 different categories. But this one really deserved that Academy Award. Some crazy facts that I was like, wow. So apparently the scenes in Tangier, so the chase scenes, Nikki, who's played by Julia Stiles, and Desh, who's played by Joey Ansah, are seen pushing past citizens. It's very crowded. There's a lot of people. Now, these were not extras, which is crazy.
What?
These were not extras. Because Tangier is too crowded and the flow of people is too hard to control, that crowd was actually genuine, and they were genuinely pushing through the crowd. How crazy is that?
Wait, did the people know that they were filming or...
No. That's why apparently you can actually see like spots where people are like pointing at cameras and stuff like that. And then on top of that, when they filmed at the Waterloo station I think that's in London, right? The Waterloo station's in London.
I think so too.
Also, the crew was unable to shut down the station, so pedestrians in the station can also be seen looking and pointing at the camera. But that Waterloo sequence was brilliant.
I have seen that.
It was also a very good sequence. I think what's crazy about this film is it's very chaotic. Like, I get what you're saying. The car chases are chaotic. The crowd scenes are chaotic. Like, it's very chaotic, but it's this controlled chaos, which is incredible. And then you're still able to follow through with the story.
Because when he runs, it's like, oh my word. Because Jason Bourne is obviously he's a very good fighter, being an assassin, but I'm sure you felt the same when he had to go up against another assassin. There was a threat.
Yeah, no, there was a threat.
Because whenever there was another the subject or
the asset.
Whenever you knew there was an asset involved, you're like, oh no, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Because the fight like prolonged.
Yeah.
There was the scene where they were chasing through. Where were they? They were chasing through the rooftops.
That was in Tangier.
It was, right?
Yeah.
It was. I thought that the woman was gonna get killed. But that chase scene went on for so long. I was like, no, they've invested too much into the chase scene.
Yeah.
I don't think because it was insane.
You know what was also crazy about this film was I was watching a review and I completely agree with it. He was saying what he appreciates about this film was there was nothing unnecessarily put in just for the sake of like putting it in. So he
Agreed.
said even like romance, there wasn't an unnecessary romance.
Yeah.
But with Julia's character and Matt Damon's character, her name's Nikki. So Nikki and Jason Bourne, in their conversation when they at that convenience store, garage, or whatever you want to call it, petrol station, she says to him, "It was hard for me when it came to you." And then you can see Matt Damon's like trying to figure out what she's talking about, because obviously he doesn't remember anything. And then she then kind of says to him like, "You really don't remember anything, hey?" But like that kind of sets up like you don't know, you're not sure, but it sets up like, wait, what actually happened before he forgot? But at the same time, it added to the story. It wasn't like this unnecessary thing that they had to pull in. Like they didn't even take it well, they sort of took it further in the fact that
This is with?
that chick Nikki, the one that you thought was gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
Like, didn't you get like?
I love the way they say goodbye.
Yes.
It was so true. They were just like, and they, I was
You know
like,
what's
please
crazy,
don't hug,
though?
don't hug, please don't, nothing. And then they didn't. They were like,
she like kind of and you
turns
could
around,
see
walks away.
you could see she was scared.
Yeah.
But what was crazy was after Desh collects the phone from her, from that moment forward in the film, she has not one line. I don't know if you could pick that up. She doesn't speak once more after that, right? And
true.
And it's still like her character, everything came across, but I was just like, that's crazy. For like more than like half of her character, imagine just showing up for work that day and like, for the next like 4 weeks solid, you're just going to be there like looking all sad.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, you're like,
Just put
you're
on your
getting
best
paid like
makeup
so
and
much
all of
money
that.
and you don't even have to memorize lines.
Yeah.
Like everyone else there like going over their lines. They're like, don't forget to say sorry. Keep forgetting to say sorry. And she's just like out there like eating chips. Like
She just had to cut her hair, diet.
Yes.
That was good.
And the fact that they were able to convey that much emotion without her even saying any
She was
dialogue.
so still though, because I thought that she would be quite a bit of a fighter. Because in the last one, was it in this one or the last one?
Yeah, she got quite
when
emotional.
they came across.
Yeah.
And obviously she's out on the field, so you'd expect that she's also gonna like
She does know.
be able to.
She does. So I read a fact that said she does know some. I don't know what form of combat it is, but she does know it. And you could tell from when, in the fight scene when he was fighting with Desh, she grabs him, and they say from the way that she grabbed. Obviously, she got like knocked out.
So
but I mean,
kind of like a
so she does know how to. But I loved the way this film ended. Like the way they did it with the way they juxtaposed him in the water with like, and then she smiled,
like
and then he starts
breath.
swimming.
Yeah, you're like holding your breath.
This is insane.
You're like,
that was
this
very
can't
good.
be, but is it? And they keep going back, and then they're like,
and then when he started swimming, I was just like, and the Jason Bourne, I don't know what to call it. It's like the theme sound.
There's the theme song
that
from Moby that comes
but
back.
there's that sound effect. Does the sound effect go with that song? Oh, is it that song? That song is so weird.
You just like,
and that song,
and he lives again.
Yes, and that song apparently did play at the end of the first film, second film, and third film.
They've kept it.
Yeah.
So whenever you hear that tune, you're like Jason Bourne or David Webb.
No, but Jason Bourne. But he was like, I don't want to be Jason Bourne anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This one was very good. And I think it's difficult, especially coming from a bad sequel, because the second one really was like...
Did you notice that the assassin guy, the asset, the first guy that they sent in that country...
Tangier.
That he killed.
Desh, yeah.
He didn't murder again after that. Because remember...
Yes, that's true.
He looked at his hands, at his blood... And then after that, he didn't, like, obviously he would defend himself. So probably in the car accident, he probably wiped out a couple of people.
Yeah, but that was like,
nothing intentional.
It's true. And he didn't kill the second asset,
That
which
other guy.
affected him.
He was like,
yeah.
And then he just like...
He like walked away.
Yeah, which is true to Jason Bourne. Like him figuring out he doesn't want to kill. He's like,
You know.
he
No,
feels-
this film was solid. It was actually a solid film, like all round. And the fact that they were able to bring in the first and the second film. And in fact, what they did with this film was they made the second and first film better, which is very hard to do. That's not an easy task to do. But they improved the first and second film with this film, which is brilliant.
So if we go back and watch that, it's going to be like, even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cinematographer Oliver Wood, which had been working with them from the beginning, has actually done a couple other good films. So Holmes and Watson, Morbius, Jack Reaper, Ben-Hur. Sorry, Jack Reacher. Not
I was like,
not Reaper. Yes,
is it Jack Reaper
Ben
movie?
Hur. Sure.
Jack Reacher actually makes a lot of sense.
And then obviously all the Bourne films so far. Scooby-Doo 2, by the way.
Oh.
Monsters Unleashed, just in case. National Security, I Spy. So quite a couple, and even the editor. So although if
this
some of the films,
this type of film isn't the easiest film to edit, though.
But he's worked with the Italian Job.
The Italian Job was a good film. That was with Matt Damon as well. Hey,
Yeah.
that was Matt Damon and Charlize Theron.
Yes. Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
Who's this? The editor.
The editor.
Okay, yeah. Hobbs and Shaw I enjoyed.
I'm just trying to see any other. The Italian Job. I think that's.
It's they've got the same style. They stylistically,
but they
they're
basically
the same.
kept with these guys a lot, which was, and the editor was also a writer. He was involved in Jason Bourne, 2016, as writer, and some executive producers. So, some people that were involved in making such a brilliant film.
Yeah. No, this film I thoroughly enjoyed it. I maybe. This film made me like Jason Bourne again.
Yeah.
I must be honest. After the second film, I was just
because it's got the action and the story.
Yes. The
story
storyline.
like kind of.
Yeah.
You get kind of
I
closure.
think it's also quite a heavy like franchise to follow. It's not, and it's very much like national security, like all of that type of stuff. So if you're into that type of thing, then I think you'll really enjoy it. Obviously, if you're an action junkie, you'll love this film. Like love this film. It's very, very, it's action packed.
The car chases.
No, it's proper. It's like but I think it's also maybe it's also for me. It's a very the whole thing's action, like from start to finish, it's action. And I think, look, you like action, I think, more than I like action. I do tend to like a good storyline and drama here and there, so I think that's maybe why I felt that. However, this film, The Bourne Ultimatum, was included among the 1001 movies you must see before you die, edited by Steven Schneider. So this one did do very well. The third one made a name for itself. The first and second, and I can't speak on the fourth and fifth yet because I haven't watched them. I have seen a bit of the fourth. I do not, but I can't remember a lot, and it was a long time ago, and it's not the full movie. I don't remember the full movie. But
I think I might feel a bit sad for the fourth one, but at least I know that there's hope in the fifth one.
Yeah. And the fifth one, I am looking forward to the fifth one, personally.
Yeah.
I think the fifth one, because the fifth one was also made fairly recently, wasn't it?
2016, wasn't it?
Which is pretty recent.
2016, 2017, somewhere there.
So just to give you some other, so this 1001 movies you must watch before you die, but I want to give you the actual Schneider's one. Schneider is such a nice surname to say. So what he said was, I think it's this one. So he said you must watch A Trip to the Moon, which was a movie made in 1902.
Oh boy, here we go again.
That's hectic, yeah. Let me try and find a more recent one. I think they go up in years. He said you must watch... I'm still on 1947. Oh, it is a list of 1,000 movies, eh? That's like quite a lot.
Literally 1,000.
I'm still in the 70s and I'm at 600. Apocalypse Now, the Muppet movie. Mad Max, but the 1979 version.
Yeah.
Okay, E.T. Definitely E.T.
Have to watch E.T.
Yeah. Once Upon a Time in America. Never watched that before.
Isn't that with...
Eddie Murphy? No.
Really?
No, I don't think it is.
Oh.
That's coming to America. Top Gun 1986. Watch Top Gun, people.
Yeah.
Do that. The Princess Bride. I personally didn't like The Princess Bride, but a lot of people say watch it, so...
Was that with Juliet Roberts?
No.
What am I thinking of? The best... Anyway, continue.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
When Harry Met Sally. I'm to Goodfellas. I actually
quite
want
a
to watch
well-known film.
Goodfellas.
Is it?
I haven't watched it, no.
Rings a bell.
Once Upon a Time in China. Haven't heard of that either.
Wow.
The Silence of the Lambs. I won't watch that movie. I'm fine. Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
I'll be back.
Reservoir Dogs.
Seen it.
Yeah, seen that
At
one.
least you've done that one.
Schindler's List.
Yeah, done
The
that one.
Piano. I want to watch The Piano. I've actually heard that The Piano is very good. Jurassic Park, The Lion King.
Of course.
4 Weddings and a Funeral. I've watched that one. Forrest Gump. Please watch Forrest Gump.
There you
Please
go.
watch Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
7. That's with Brad Pitt. Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Watch them.
All 4 made it onto the list.
Yeah. I wonder why. That's weird. Wonder why though.
Trying to find. Sorry, I'm looking for Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels. Definitely watched that.
Yep.
That was very good. Fight Club.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
Brilliant.
Gladiator. Traffic. I want to watch Traffic. Lord of the Rings, and they've got all of them here.
Yeah, that you need a lot of time for.
Yeah, but you do have to watch that.
3 to 4 hours each. Movie.
Oh wait, there's The Pianist also, which is I don't know which one it is, but yeah, I've Kill Bill. Watch Kill Bill, people.
Done it.
Passion of the Christ. Definitely watch
Of
Passion of the
course.
Christ. Like, please. Yeah, there's like a lot. I'm trying to find The Prestige. Watch The Prestige. The Prestige was very good. That's a Christopher Nolan film.
Yeah, that's
Wall-E,
right.
I agree. I liked Wall-E. Most people didn't. District 9, Avatar, Inglorious, that Inception, The Social Network. Ryan, we need to watch The Social Network. I've been telling you we need to watch The Social Network
after this.
Yes. Warhorse, I've watched. I enjoyed that. That was cool.
Rings a bell.
And Skyfall. That's a James Bond.
Yeah, that's right. 007.
The Revenant. The Revenant was good, but if you can't handle blood, don't watch The Revenant.
Really? Oh, The Revenant with the bear. Yeah.
And yeah, that's it for that. I think there's a lot. There's 1,001 movies on this list, so we are not going to mention all of them.
Yeah.
That's just a few. Yeah, but this was good. The Bourne Ultimatum was cool.
Should we be put that link?
We can. We'll put
the
this link in the description on our YouTube channel, so you can go check it out there if you want to. If you need movie suggestions, this one should keep you going for a pretty long time.
Watch the Bourne series. So far, we'll let you know about the 4th one next week.
Yeah, maybe we'll like it, maybe we won't, and then the 5th one, and then we shall see. Well, there's still a lot of Matt Damon films to do.
Yeah, there is. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
He is a good actor. He is a very good actor. Yeah.
In fact, I might actually watch Ford vs Ferrari again.
Definitely, I actually do want to do that.
Yeah.
And then that one.
See, I've always known Matt Damon as Jason Bourne.
I didn't.
Like in my mind, when it was like Matt Damon, I'm like Jason Bourne.
Yeah. But this has been the Bourne Ultimatum. Until next week.
Let's see what happens.
Peace.
Cheers.